What else did you read this week? There was a lot. There's a lot.
There was a lot. Okay, so um, I say this quite often, and maybe I got to eat my words and change my opinion. The second issue of King of Spies came out by Mark Millar, and oh my God, the art is amazing. Matteo Scalera. Uh, I love this book. You guys, you heard it. This is Andre, who does not like Mark Millar, but man, I really, really dig this book. It's simple, it's over the top, it's, the art is amazing, the characters compelling, and it's just, yeah, it's almost everything I want in kind of like a, not only a spy thriller, but this kind of a vendetta style book. So the premise of the book, our main character is a retired, basically James Bond-esque Secret Service, used to work for MI6, but he's got 6 months to live. He's got, I think, is it cancer? Some inoperable cancer.
Yeah.
And he's just basically turning over this leaf. He's like, you know what? I've been killing the wrong people, and I've been doing good for the world, but not on my terms. And he's like, there's people he knows that are rotten, evil, bad. And he's like, you know what? I don't have to turn the other cheek. Let me go knock these guys off because I got 6 months to live. What can they do to me?
Yeah.
And it's pretty cool because now you've kind of got that conscious, where he's like, you know what? Yeah, I did the bidding of my government. I was, I did my duty. And it's for Queen and country and stuff. And he's like, now this is for him. He wants to feel good about the bad he's done. And it's just kind of simple, simple plot, but it's so well executed. And I think that's it. Like I don't think there's any way that Mark Millar can kind of mess it up.
This book wasn't on my radar at first, and then you brought it up. What was it? A month ago almost?
Yep.
And what? How did you describe it? You said John Wick with a little bit of James Bond, and that really intrigued me. So I picked up the first issue, and my goodness, full spoilers. That bar fight scene at the end of issue number one, amazing,
Yep.
amazing,
Amazing. Amazing.
amazing.
Yeah.
The art is simple but complex, if that makes sense. The characters aren't fully developed. They got the cartoony look, but it works for the story, right? We see the
Yeah.
vibrant blood splashing around. What happens in issue two? I missed this one. I Tell me without any spoilers because I've got to pick it
Oh,
up.
all right. So basically, yeah, at the end of issue one, we he decides to do what he's doing. So this one, we kind of got this cool, quick montage of him going after the bad guys. And if you can see from this particular image, it's him offing people in a couple of different ways. Takes a knife to one, strangles out another guy, shooting somebody else in a car. Like this guy, he's there. He's showing that he's a master of his craft. And it just, again, this, I Mark Millar, a lot of his stuff gets turned into TV or movie. Not quite successful. He's the guy that did Jupiter's Legacy, but I think he's really writing this one to be translated, and the action is going to be wild. The next image is super cool. He literally sneaks onto Air Force One and takes out a former president and then blows his way out of the plane. So I could just imagine what this scene would look like. And if you guys do a quick Google image of the name of this the book, the King of Spies, there's an image of Pierce Brosnan with that thick beard and a shotgun, and looks exactly like it. I'm like, man, if they cast that and do it, it looks super wild. The next slide's got probably my favorite part in it. Uh, Basically, this is him sneaking into a safe house for spies, and you can see he's using the severed hand of a former colleague, shall we say, to get in. And this is basically a safe house with the highest tech gear, guns, holographic glasses, just whatever he needs to get the job done. So I always like when the characters get to gear up and use stuff. So yeah, super cool issue. It's only going to be a limited series. So if you're looking for kind of a nice, simple action fest, then I think this is your book. And the art, it's just a treat. It's just a fantastic, fantastic book.
I really liked in the first issue too with the planes. I think he did that in the first issue when he was younger. He jumped from
Yep.
one plane to another, got in, killed a few guys, and then jumped back into it.
Yeah.
It's a great
Yeah. No,
story.
it's high octane action. It's over the top. Like I said before, this is John Wick meets James Bond type of stuff. So yeah. So it's just very, very fun and nothing that you can take definitely not taking it too seriously, but if you're open-minded and you just like that high octane action, that's a comic for you, definitely.